Erev Tov, good evening. Friends, this is a moment of significance in our lives. So please don't just stand. Stand up straight. Stand up in shock. Stand up in sorrow. Stand up in defiance and outrage. Stand up out of respect for the murdered. Stand up in solidarity with the injured. Stand up with hope for the hostages. Stand up for peace, however shattered it may be. Stand up for Medinat Yisrael, the state of Israel. As Moses said in his last great speech, Atem nitzavim hayom, you are standing today, all of you, all ages, nationalities, British-born, Israeli citizens, people from all over the world, friends and newcomers, congregants and visitors. But above all else today, you are standing as B'nai Yisrael, the children of Israel. You are standing as Jews. At the end of his speech, Moses says this, I call the heavens and earth as witnesses against you that I have set before you life and death, blessings and curses. Now choose life. Standing here tonight in the face of death and terror, let us choose life. We begin on page 1 with the lighting of our memorial candle, and then throughout this evening's brief service, if anyone would like to, please come to the front and add another candle, another act of love, another act of choosing life.
There are stars whose radiance is visible on earth, though they have long been extinct. There are people whose brilliance continues to light the world, even though they are no longer among the living. These lights are particularly bright when the night is dark. They light the way for humankind.
ברכו את אדוני
You may be seated. We continue at the bottom of the page. We bless you, Adonai, our God and God of the universe. With a word, you change daylight to twilight. With wisdom, you open the morning, endowing the hours with meaning, arranging the changes of seasons. You fashion the stars in the skies to watch over us. You create daytime and night, turning light from darkness and dark from light. Sunrise, sunset, morning, evening. Your name is Adonai, our God. You live within us now and above us and beyond us forever and ever. We bless you, Adonai, who brings us to the evening. Baruch atah Adonai, Hamariv Aravim.
אותנו לימדת נשיח בחוקיך, ונשמח בדברי תורתך, ומצוותיך לעולם ועד, כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ובהם נגה יומם ולילה, נגה יומם ולילה, ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמי. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב את עמו ישראל, אוהב את עמו ישראל.
We rise to make the declarative statement that is never far from our lips or our hearts.
שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. 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 ברוך שם כבוד מלכותו, לעולם ועד. ברוך שם כבוד מלכותו, לעולם ועד. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. Please be seated.
On my desk, there is a stone with the word Amen on it, a triangular fragment of stone from a Jewish graveyard, destroyed many generations ago. The other fragments, hundreds upon hundreds, were scattered helter-skelter, and a great yearning, a longing without end, fills them all. First name in search of a family name. Date of death seeks dead man's birthplace. Son's name wishes to locate, name of father. Date of birth seeks reunion with soul that wishes to rest in peace. And until they have found one another, they will not find a perfect rest. Only this stone lies calmly on my desk and says, Amen. But now the fragments are gathered up in loving kindness by a sad, good man. He cleanses them of every blemish, photographs them one by one, arranges them on the floor in the great hall, makes each gravestone whole again, one again, fragment to fragment, like the resurrection of the dead, a mosaic, a jigsaw puzzle, child's play.
And of course, amen is not far from the meaning. Emet ve'emunah kol zot v'kayam aleinu, ki hu Adonai Eloheinu, ve'en zolato v'anachnu Yisrael amo, ha'oseh gedolot ad ein cheker, ve'niflaot ad ein mispar, ve'ra'u v'anav gevurato shibchu v'hodu lishmo, u'malchuto b'ratzon kiblu alehem. Moshe ומרים ובני ישראל, לך אנו שירה בשמחה רבה, ואמרו כולם.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נורא תהילות, אוסף
מלכותך אדוני אלוהינו, ראו בניך על הים, יחד כולם הודו והמליכו ואמרו.
אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד.
ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגלו מיד חזק ממנו. Baruch atah Adonai Ga'al Yisrael, blessed are you, God, who rescues Israel. This is a song, a prayer of shelter, a prayer for going to sleep and knowing that when you wake up, you are safe. And this prayer of protection is dedicated to those taking refuge, to those taken hostage, to those who are feeling unsafe in this moment. Please read with me in the English together on page 5. Source of our life and our sovereign, cause us to lie down in peace and rise again to enjoy life. Spread over us the covering of your peace. Guide us with your good counsel and save us for the sake of your name. Be a shield about us, turning away every enemy, disease, violence, hunger, and sorrow. Remove the temptation that awaits us and the guilt that lies behind us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you are a God who guards and protects us, a ruler of mercy and compassion. Guard us when we go out and when we come in, to enjoy life and peace both now and forever. And spread over us the shelter of your peace. Blessed are you, God, spreading the shelter of peace over us, over your people Israel, and over all the world.
On page 6, we rise for the Amidah. standing in partnership with our friends, family, and loved ones in Medinat Israel.
Adonai Sfatai Tiftach. Adonai Sfatai Tiftach. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Adonai Sfatai Tiftach. Adonai Sfatai Tiftach. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Adonai Sfatai Tiftach. Adonai Sfatai Tiftach. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha.
Take time now for silent prayer, joining back together again in the middle of page 9. We pause now to name aloud and in our hearts those who at this time are injured, unwell, or held hostage. If you would like to say a name aloud, please do so as I look your way.
שרה, רבקה, רחל ולאה, הוא יברך וירפא את החולים.
Please join me in reading. Set true peace upon your people Israel forever, for you are the source of all peace, and in your eyes it is good to bless your people Israel at every time and in every hour with your peace. Blessed are you, God, blessing your people Israel with peace.
Shalom B'Ramah, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu ve'al Kol Yisrael, ve'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom B'Ramah, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu ve'al Kol Yisrael, ve'imru Amen. Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al Kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al Kol ha'olam.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, אשר בחר בנו מכל העמים, ונתן לנו את תורתו. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד ארץ, מושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגבהי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו, אין עוד. אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו. וידעת היום והשבת אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים, בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. Please join me on page 11. We look to the future with hope. So many dreams have faded in the accusing light of day. So many visions of better times have turned into nightmares and blood. We have been disappointed too often, and yet still we hope. We hope for transformation, for societies where prejudice and superstition, fear and unrest give way to fullness of life and the humble recognition of our common humanity. We are in this together. We need each other, and we need to affirm our hope. For goodness is real, and justice is possible, and life on earth can be enhanced by those filled with an awareness of the eternal and a knowledge of their own transience. We are guests passing through. With patience, resilience, and courage, we can leave this world a little better for our having been there. This is our hope. This is our security. In the light of eternity, we have a significance we cannot measure. Moment by moment, we build God's kingdom. Our world is in the process of being repaired through us and within us. This is our redemption. We look to the future with hope.
Please sit down. On page 13, as we begin to prepare ourselves for the Yizkor, the memorial prayers, we look to this story we read in this week's Torah portion. Vayomer Cain el Hevel Achiv. Cain spoke to Abel his brother, and when they were in the field, Cain rose up against Abel his brother and killed him. God said to Cain, "Where is Abel your brother?" He replied, "I do not know. Am I my brother's keeper?" God said, "What have you done? The voice of your brother's blood is crying out to me from the ground." God of Cain, God of Abel, help us work for a time when such horrors cease from the earth, when violence is no longer acceptable to solve conflicts, when no conditions exist to warrant acts of brutality and terror. May our small contribution as individuals and as a community, together with all people of goodwill, help bring this about. V'nomar, and let us say, Amen. We stand up now, rising in solidarity with all those who have fallen, all those brutally murdered, over 1,200 people. If I were to read out each of the names, even if we knew them all, we would be here for hours. Let instead this El Malei Rachamim be our sung recollection and testimony to each and every one of those names.
שוכן במרומים, המצא מנוחה נכונה, תחת כנפי השכינה, במעלות קדושים וטהורים, כזוהר הרקיע מזהירים את נשמות אחינו ואחותינו שנפלו במלחמה הזאת והלכו לעולמם. אנא בעל הרחמים, הסתירם בסתר כנפיך לעולמים, וצרור בצרור החיים את נשמותם. אדוני הוא נחלתם, וינוחו בשלום, בשלום על
We turn to the Mourner's Kaddish on page 14. With names in our hearts, we say together, Yitgadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah, Ba'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, B'chayechon u'v'yomechon, u'v'chayei techol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agala u'v'zman kariv v'imru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam ololmei almaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitha'a v'yitchomam v'yitnaseh, v'yithada v'yithalei v'yithalal, Shmei tekudesha b'richu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechemata, di'amiran ba'alma v'imru Amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min Shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru Amen. Osei shalom b'mrumav. Hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'al kol ha'olam, v'imru Amen. May the maker of shalom in the highest bring this shalom down to us, down to all the families of Israel. V'imru, and let us say, Amen. V'yado av kidruchi, v'eti shan v'a'ira, v'imruchi gaviyati, Adonai li v'lo ira. In our Maker's hands we lay our souls, both when we sleep and when we wake, and with our souls, our body too. Our God is close. We shall do our best not to fear. Let us sing the Hatikvah as a community, connecting to every community in Medinat Yisrael, to every Jewish community around the world, with tikvah, with hope. Please do sit down. Having come here together this evening in solidarity and sorrow, I invite you now to make sure that you can in a moment see the TV screen for the next component of tonight's service and reflection and study and solitude. In a moment, I'm going to pass over to Jim Fletcher, the head of our ERICS programme. But if you are joining us on the live stream, we're about to end the service and the stream. If you're a West London member, you will have received an email with the link to the Zoom below to join us for this evening's programme. But if you want to be part of the programme and you're in the sanctuary, you need to be able to see the screen. I must admit, we thought maybe 50 people would come. Maybe 100, maybe 120. We printed 150 booklets. How many of you did not get a booklet tonight? Please make your way into the central pews. For those of you leaving now, stay safe. We're here for you. Be in touch.